wash house. This building here is used before and after your miner's shift to begin. So early in the morning, you come right to this building here, get all their clothes and equipment on. They go underground for about 8 to 10 hours, come back up. The site where the two disasters happened in the 1950s. We are not on this mine site today. This happened in a different area here in Springhill. If you know where our regular community college is, just right to the left of that. And this top mine right here, this we called Number 4 mine. Back in 1956, a giant explosion happened here at Number 4 mine. So they were hauling up their coal carts back in just a normal day, about 15 carts in a row. They got to the very top of the mine, the very last cart of that row snapped off the cable. They got sent right back down about 100 feet. It's going down at very high speeds, and the tires and the rails built up a lot of sparks. So it's a lot of methane gas from the ground in the mine here in Springhill. And as soon as those sparks lit, the methane gas pretty much ignited, creating a giant fireball, and that fireball eventually shot its way to the very top of the mine. So all those men that were working underground were completely unharmed. Those are the men that are at the top of the mine. Out of 300 men working down the mines during the explosion, got 39 men did pass away. A whole lot more got very seriously injured. So when that explosion happened here at the Number 4 mine, this mine pretty much caved in and collapsed. Nobody went back underground after the explosion. So the top mine closed down, and everyone who worked in the Number 4 mine moved down to the Number 2 mine, which is right below it here. Until 1958, that's when the bump happened. You guys ever hear about the bump at all? So this Number 2 mine here goes down about 14,000 feet to the bottom. That would have been the largest in North America at the time. It's going to be about 3 miles underground. To this day, they're still not exactly sure how the bump did happen. Sometimes they had small earthquakes in the ground, which pretty much would cause their ground and the roof to pretty much shift on them. So at 14,000 feet, the ground and the roof would meet right in the middle. So all these men that were trapped on that rock and that dirt for days and days and days. Out of 300 men, 75 men did not make it out of the bump. This guy is the Dragon Man, also known as the rescue guy. If disaster ever happened underground, this fellow right here can ring the wash house, get all his gear and equipment on, he'd go back underground, save as many people as he can when he goes back underground. He also brought down his oxygen tank, which is sitting right there on the ground. He got a little tank on the bottom there, it lasted a good 2 or 3 hours on the ground. It weighed about 50 pounds as well. If you want to try to lift it up for yourself, see how heavy it is, you feel. Alright, so a pickaxe and shovel is not the only thing they used on the ground back in the day.
Looks like a giant chainsaw.
They're pretty much a giant chainsaw, just meant for your coal pumping. So we call it your undercover. How it was used underground, so lay right in the middle of your track. And this front part here attached upon your coal wall. You bring a couple men back there operating the machine. The machine brings out compressed air as well. So as soon as the machine starts turning on, all these small little teeth there start spinning very, very quickly. All the mines here are all very soft coal, so as soon as these teeth start spinning, all that soft coal just fall and crumble right down to the ground right by the teeth. Right by the teeth, there'd be a couple men on each side with their shovels ready. So as soon as that coal just falls right down to the ground, take your shovel, scoop all that soft coal up. Here, in the cart behind that, that's where all the men sit. That small little cart fit on 6 to 8 men at a time. And the entire time sitting on those carts, you pretty much have to be just like this the entire way down between your legs. Like I mentioned in the wash house, your roofs were very, very small. The roofs were also had very sharp rock. The building was here to use to hold their pickaxes and their shovels, their lights as well. Pretty much everything they brought in their belt was held in this building here. Right on this wall, I got a couple cool things from the mine here in Springhill. I'll start with this way back here. So this man, his name's Herb Pepperdine, got a very cool story about the mine here in Springhill. So in the 56 explosion, he was actually a rescue guy. He went down and saved a lot of people's lives during the explosion. He went on to work in the Number 2 mine. He got trapped in the bump for about 8.5 days. He got trapped in a very small air pocket with a group of 7 people. He was the very last guy to be dragged out of the bump. He stopped working until the syndicate mine opened back up. He worked here in the syndicate mine for the full 10 years it was in operation, after being trapped at 8.5 days underground.
Yeah.
Can't keep a good man down, eh?
Yeah, and when the syndicate mine turned into a museum, he was a tour guide here for a couple of years as well. Well, you go down for your shift. If a disaster ever happened, that pretty much those people working above ground. If a disaster ever happened, we know who was down there. When you came back from your shift, you come in the lamp cabin, take that off the wall, go take your nice cold shower in the wash house, and you pretty much go right home. If If it was a couple hours after your shift, if the tag was still up there, we'd know he's stuck underground. He needs someone to go down and try to save him. So 15, 17 would drag him down, try to go find that man. Mine first. Yeah, make sure you place on the wall right there. Kind of like our AC pretty much, so a day like today, it's going to be hot, we come down here because I'm biased.
Geothermal.
Yeah, this will probably be around the highest point of mine today.
Would you say this is about a 35, 40 degree slope?
Yeah, it would have been, yeah. Back then it was just straight down, but I had to make it an angle for us to come down and keep it safe for us.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't even imagine going straight down in carts and pitch black.
Imagine they got conditioned to it after a while.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, coming up, got a lot of water dripping down from the roof, so I recommend going to the left side. You usually get less of the water on you. You still might get some, but less. Kind of go a little quick by it.
Groundwater.
Yeah, it's been so wet here the past couple nights. It's just gonna start coming on us now.
So is this a drift here?
Yeah, a little slope there. Right past the door there's our air slope side of the mines.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, we'll go down here and then turn right up there. Yeah, we'll stop up here. It's not too bad though, we don't gotta rush. And on the way up, right, the spare air slope, as you can put your hand in front of there, you can go for that fresh air coming through. And if something bad ever happened to the mines, we have to go up there and crawl to the top, but that's something very bad happened down here. And it's definitely not fun going up there, especially being so big and tall like I am. It's
So
definitely not.
when
as
you
big.
guys started working here and stuff like that, do you have to be trained to do that stuff?
My first day every year last year, I had to go up there.
Oh yeah.
After not being underground here since I was a kid. 2, 1.
That's not that bad.
It would be pretty bad for about 8.5 days.
Just consider that the light to your right would be off as well.
Yeah, there would not, and no light there or no phone there at all, so pretty much would be completely pitch black.
So you get your light right there.
Well, that's pretty good though.
Oh yeah. It's well defined, that's for sure.
Rescue efforts in the Springhill, Nova Scotia mine disaster ended with 26 men still trapped when the shaft was ordered sealed off to prevent a second coal gas explosion that menaced the entire town. The first blast killed 13 and trapped 119. For 80 hours, rescuers fought down the gas-filled slopes to reach miners trapped more than a mile below. 2 rescue workers died of gas poisoning, but the crews pushed through the wrecked, still dangerous shafts to bring the first victims to the surface after hope was all but abandoned. 88 got out alive to be rushed to emergency hospitals. Everyone needed care after the long ordeal of darkness and poisoned air. The pithead explosion was one of Canada's worst mining disasters. Only rare bravery and a stubborn fight for life kept it from being even more tragic.